Hi there, this is Theresa McManus. I'm from the Royal City Record, and today we're here with Hector Bremner. He's a Liberal candidate in Westminster. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about me. I'm a father of two boys. Came to New Westminster 10 years ago with my wife, and been very, very happy to be here. It's been a wonderful experience, and my wife and I have worked hard in the community for the last 10 years, and while I'm not managing my own business, which is a communications company that works with for-profit and non-profit entities to help them achieve their goals, and been an active volunteer here and looking to represent the community in Victoria.
So what do you think makes you uniquely qualified to represent this riding in Victoria?
Well, I think people are looking for a new kind of politics. I think people are looking for a new generation of leaders. It's the 21st century now. It's time that we have that kind of leadership. And, I was looking for it. I wasn't seeing it. And I said, always been a big believer, you got to be the change you want to see in the world. So you got to get out there. You got to offer yourself to do it. And that's what I feel like I'm bringing to this race, is a new voice, someone who's contributed to this community in a positive way, put the community first. And, I've done nothing in this community because I wanted to run for office. It's actually doing those things that said, you know what, I can do more. And I'm very excited to offer myself to do it.
What would be your priority if elected MLA?
Well, on the Highline level, I really want to make sure that my kids have a bright future. That's every parent's job. And I think that's ultimately every politician's job, is to make sure our children have a bright future. So I'm deeply concerned about our economy. On a local level, I really want to make sure that New Westminster has a strong voice. That's not a warm seat for special interest, but what it is being used to effectively represent the community's best interest in Victoria. Because I think a lot of people, myself included, have felt that over the last 20, 25 years, politics has become inverted, where we elect people that represent a party's interests or a government's interests to a community. They're salespeople. Whereas I would see it as, in the traditional sense, we elect someone from our community to be our voice in the Commons, in the legislature of British Columbia, and say, this is where our standpoint is, this is our viewpoint, and this is what matters to us.
What accomplishment in your life are you proudest of?
Well, you have professional accomplishments and you have personal ones, through volunteerism, and there's lots of things you can talk about. But I think that growing up as an only child in a family that was fragmented, I'm very proud of building a strong family. And, I have been so blessed and to meet my wife and to have our kids and to have the family around us. And to me, at the end of the day, you can boil everything down. People who are financially successful, people who are famous, people who accomplish a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, all that really matters is, are you surrounded by people that love you? And I feel that I'm very, very blessed to count good friends on both hands. I can go with all 10 fingers, and family all around me. So that's something I'm very proud of.
And who in your life has been a role model for you?
There's a lot of them. My grandfather just passed away, and he was very influential on me. I used to, every summer my parents worked and they didn't know what to do with me, so I would go to Winnipeg and kind of bounce around with relatives there. And I would spend most of that 2 months of the summer with my grandfather. He served for 30 years in the Army. After he left the Army, as a protocol officer, he started his own companies. And he was a very successful person, and he taught me a lot about life. More than I ever learned in school, I learned from my grandfather. But he taught me that if you are not contributing, you're wasting everybody's time. So contribute, give everything that you have, and always do things for the right reasons. Because he said to me, the empty can rattles down the street the loudest. So, I always try to be the full can.
Right.